Good heavens, Gar Stanton, not you as well. Are you moving on too?
I've little choice, alas. One thing is certain, it's bankruptcy and the debtor's prison if I stay. There's none of us on this side of the street done any business since that establishment opened up and drew all the custom.
Roll up, roll up, roll up! Observe the living marvel of the age! See the amazing mannequins that
Nothing to detain us here.
like normal
Farewell.
human beings! Walk up, walk up! Stupendous freaks trained to perform before you!
A shilling each, please, sir.
Behold
And no,
them
we
with
make
your
no
very
concessions for
eyes,
children.
and
There
you
is as much for them
believe
to see as for the
just what
adults,
you
thank
have
you.
seen. Your very last opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, before we leave for a tour of Europe, the Empire, and the continent of North America. Literal people, ladies and gentlemen, no more than 8 inches in height. They walk, they talk, they sit, they stand, they leap through hoops. Roll up, roll up. I'm sorry, sir, the house is full. If you care to form a queue here, the next performance will commence exactly 15 minutes hence. How much?
Another £17, 14 shillings and 11 ain't me, brother.
What happened to the odd halfpenny?
Yeah, well, I fear some godless ne'er-do-well tried to foist an Irish halfpenny onto us.
It reflects badly on the forces of law and order, Sarah, when such criminals are allowed to walk our street without hindrance. Never mind. We'll foist it off on someone else at the next performance. And £17, 14, 11 and a half is not to be sneezed at. I think you must own at last, Sarah, that I was right and you were wrong.
How can you ever find it in your heart to forgive me, Howard?
Forgive you, Sarah? Whatever for?
Why? Well, for having doubted you all these months. For having been a hindrance rather than a helper. I must have been a heavy burden to you.
Nonsense, Sarah. You're not heavy. You're my sister. And the past is all behind us. The future ours to enjoy. The world is our oyster, sister.
Well, we may have caught the cunning creatures, brother, but we've not quite made our fortunes yet. The audience awaits. Shall I draw the curtains?
By all means, sister. I shall go backstage and get my whip. The curtains, Sarah. Open the curtains.
The curtains, Sarah. Open the curtains. And a whip. I'll teach the cunning creatures to leap through hoops correctly. What's happening? Where am I?
In bed, thou sluggard, and dreaming again by the sound of things.
Dreaming. It's a dream. Oh, Sarah. Was that self-same dream again? I dreamt we had the little demons in our clutches. It was as clear as clear. The crowded exhibition halls, the bags of gold, the wining and dining at the Cafe Royal, the cunning creatures safely contained within their cages.
If anybody needs to be contained within a cage, Howell, then he's in this room and I'm looking at him. As for dining at the Cafe Royal, there's salted porridge on the table.
Salted porridge?
If salted porridge suits the Queen of England when she breakfasts at Balmoral, Howell, then it's certainly good enough for you. Get out of bed, thou indolent sloth. And what, pray, are you doing in possession of my dressing-gown cord?
3 times this week, Sarah, I've had that self-same dream. What does it mean?
The downright gluttony last thing at night on cheddar cheese and pickled gherkins, Howell, is bound to bring retribution at its heels.
No, Sarah, there's more to it than that. All dreams have their meanings in broad daylight. You ask any purebred Romany gypsy to put you straight on that score. What we're about to receive, may the Lord make me truly thankful. By jingo, Sarah. Gypsies. Bona fide Romany gypsies. Those 3 nights of tossing and turning in there haven't been entirely wasted. They've given me an excellent idea.
Something ail the porridge, Howell?
It's cold, Sarah. It's stone freezing cold.
Really? How odd. It was warm enough when I served it out an hour ago. Waste not, want not, Howell. I'm sure you'll manage to leave a clean plate.
I I confess it, I'm completely baffled.
Oh, get on with it, Spellbush. Straight edge.
Straight edge, Brelka.
Middle bit.
Little bit.
Oh! Here's that corner piece we've been looking for all morning, Fistrum.
Well done, Brelka. Spellbush, last of the corner pieces.
Do you mind? I'm concentrating.
What's the matter, Spellbush?
Haven't you found where that bit fits yet?
I've told him where it fits. It's either part of the bulrushes or the top of baby Moses' head.
It could be a rock. Or a prophet.
Well, try it somewhere, Spellbush. We'll be here all day at the rate you're going.
It's all right, Fistrum. Patience, Brelka, patience. I think I have its measure.
No, Spellbush, don't! Stop it, Spellbush, stop it this instant. That's not the way to do it.
It's the way I do it, little girl.
Bravo, Spellbush.
He's made it fit.
No, he hasn't. Look what he's done, Emily. He's broken off a bit. You're wicked, Spellbush. You're very, very naughty.
I am Spellbush Freelock, miss. Spellbush Freelock. Adventurer, explorer, conqueror of giants' domains, emperor's emissary. I have spent a lifetime roaming restless seas, discovering strange and dangerous lands, mounting unmountable mountains, and I am not naughty. You will kindly refrain from referring to me in childish terms. I am Spellbush Freelock, Lilliputian. Lilliputians do not bow their heads before jigjaw puzzles. Lilliputian, Lilliputian, over oceans.
Stop that this minute, or you'll all be sent to bed tonight without any milk or biscuits. It isn't clever at all to stamp on toys and break them. Especially when they're not yours to break.
All the same, I think you will allow that I have made my point. This jigjaw puzzle will think twice before it tests the metal of Spellbush Freelock ever again.
It's a jigsaw puzzle, not a jig-jaw puzzle. You can't even say it, Spellbush, let alone do it.
Words, words. Who cares about words, young man?
A plethora of paragraphs may be penned about a plumstone, but one brave deed lights up the sky.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's a well-known Lilliputian proverb.
Come in. Yes, Millie.
I'm begging your pardon, Mr. Garstanton, sir. Only I was wondering whether I might be allowed to pop out for 2 minutes. Only to post a letter if it ain't no great inconvenience.
Have you finished all your chores, Millie?
Every last one, cook, excepting for the nursery. Seeing as how I can't get in there until the kiddies come out, as per usual.
I think I can guarantee you unimpeded access there, Millie. If I'm to take the children to the band concert at the park, it's high time they were putting on their hats and coats. You go and post your letter. By the time you come back, the nursery shall be entirely yours.
Thank you very much, sir.
Millie?
Yes, sir, Mr. Garstanton, sir.
I trust you remembered to give Private Tufnell my regards and best wishes for a very speedy recovery.
I did indeed, sir. I'm very glad he'll be to get my mates, no doubt.
Now, wait, cook.
We're sick of your silly proverbs and your stupid plumstones. You three don't know the first thing about brave deeds. You said last week, when Millie got the letter telling her that Private Tufnell was missing in action, that you wouldn't boast about your brave deeds ever again.
Ah, yes. But now she's received another letter informing her that the young man in question has turned up safe and well. It seems a very pertinent time to raise the subject of Lilliputian valour once again.
But he's not safe and well. He's in a field hospital at Kimberley.
Then he's safe at least, and he's going to be well. I do wish, young woman, that you wouldn't split rabbits.
Wouldn't split what? He means don't split hairs.
No, he doesn't. He means don't split rabbits.
That's another well-known Lilliputian proverb.
We might have guessed.
Letter safely deposited in the pillar box, Millie.
Oh, yes, sir, thank you, sir.
Then the nursery and all situate territories are yours, upon which to advance, conquer, command, and then strategically withdraw.
I only wanted to clean it, sir.
Quite. Come along, mes enfants. The trumpeter summons us, and the rest of the brass band shooting match as well. Marchons, marchons.
There goes the old goat and the wretched ragamuffin. What do you think of my little plan now?
Think, Harwell. Only that I am grateful that our dear Mamma is safe somewhere in with the angels, unable to see that her only son has somehow coerced her only daughter into presenting herself in public as an itinerant vagrant.
Calm yourself, sister, calm yourself. Think of the riches that shall soon be ours.
Oh, yes, I'll believe in those, Harwell, when they're in the deposit bank and not an instant before.
If our artfulness, Sarah, is no match for a pair of dullard domestic scullions, we don't deserve to make our fortunes. Good morning to you, Constable.
Happen it is for some and happen it's not for others. Haven't I seen you before somewhere?
Oh, I don't know about that, my dear. Unless 'twere when I were carefully cooking hedgehogs in a Cornish cavern, or contentedly carving clothespins close by Canterbury Cathedral, Constable. I can't quite recall as how we've ever been in these parts afore.
Happen you were, and then again happen you weren't. But I happen to have a nose for faces, and I'd swear in court, on oath, I've come across your face before.
Well, I think you're mistaken there, my dear.
You weren't never a sergeant major in the army, were you?
That's a real right rare one, and no mistake. Why, whatever would a true-blood Romany gypsy be a-doing of in uniform?
Buy a sprig of Irish heather, kind sir. Or a couple of lucky clothes pregs to bring health and happiness to your dear sweet wife.
There is no Mrs. Constable Culpepper. No, never has been. It hasn't been my good fortune to come across that lady yet.
Cross old Meg's palm with silver, sir, and
Crystal ball.
She'll gaze into her crystal ball for it, or maybe look into the cards and tell your future for you. Find out where the future Mrs. Constable Culpepper might be hiding herself.
Oh, thank you. I don't believe in crystal balls. Devil's contraptions they are, if you ask me. But I'll tell you, bear your fortune right simple. You haven't moved that vehicle, and yourselves, before I get back, you'll be in very serious bother, the both of you.
Don't you worry about that, my dear. We'll be moving on just as soon as poor old Dobbin, bless his heart, has had his out.
Mind as how you are, then, that's all. Mind as how you are! You haven't got a twin brother who's a sergeant major, I don't suppose?
Whoa.
Oh, never mind. Just see you get yourselves moved on right smart, same as I say.
We'll give the incompetent fool 5 minutes to be about his business, and then we'll make our move.
Hey, who's done this then? Huh. Well, that bit don't go there. And that bit don't go next to it, not in a million years. I don't know. Half the time they seem bright sparks, them kiddies, and the next minute you come across this sort of how do you do, and it makes you wonder where they got all their marbles.
It must be your marbles that are missing, Spellbush. You were the one responsible for putting the jigsaw pieces together.
Who's that then? You ain't expecting callers. Ain't it just my luck though? The minute I come traipsing up the stairs, you can bet your boots there's always something to have me traipsing down again.
Visitors. When the house is empty, save for the servants.
A pearl to a plumstone, it's Harwell mincing.
You can't be sure.
Why not?
No. But it's worth investigating. Man the wall. And... one moment. I shall lead. Brelka, you bring up the rear. Fistram, fetch the ladder.
Yes, Fistram, fetch the ladder.
Looks a mess. Oh, don't be afraid of old Gypsy Meg, my pretty. Is the mistress of the house at home?
We ain't got a mistress of the house, and the mister ain't home neither, begging your pardon. Only Cook and me.
Who is it, Millie?
Just a minute. It's Gypsy's Cook.
Gypsies?
With a big bright caravan and all.
You tell 'em straight, my girl. We don't buy nothing from the door. Not from Romanies, we don't. The master don't go in for it.
I ain't telling them that, Cook. They puts the evil speck on you, Gypsies does, if you crosses them. You tell 'em, Cook.
I will, my girl. Don't you fret. Now mind out my way so as I can say my piece. Come on. Leave the ladder, Fistram.
Don't be afraid of old Gypsy Meg, my dears. Here. Here's a sprig of Irish heather as a keepsake. Or how about a pair of lucky clothes pegs, carved by a true-blood king of the Romanies to bring you health, wealth and happiness?
We don't buy nothing at the door from nobody. The master don't go in for it.
Who says you asked to purchase anything, my dears? Supposing I was to read your palms for free, or look into the cards and foretell your futures for you all for nothing.
Do you think she might be able to find out from how old Billy's faring in that there African soldiers' hospital?
I don't think nothing of the kind, Millie. And whatever you were thinking of to even think of such a thing. Why, what would the master have to say if he knew we'd let a stranger into the house?
No need for old Meg to cross your threshold, my dears. You're both invited to step inside the Romany caravan.
Oh, go on, cook, let's. She might be able to tell me whether or no my Bill might ask me to marry him.
I don't think we should, Millie. No, I don't approve of fortune-telling and such.
Oh, there ain't no wrongdoing in it, cook. It's only a bit of a homeless fun when all's said and done.
Well,
step inside the gypsy caravan, my dears, and all the future will be revealed for you clear as clear.
oh, go on.
Hey, if nothing else, at least we'll have a laugh.
Oh, very well. Go on.
Alone together at last, my cunning, crafty little beauties. Show yourselves. Come to Uncle Harwell and make all his dreams of fame and fortune come true at last, my pretties. Hide and seek is it to be again? No matter, mannikins. I've plenty of time. And on this occasion, there is nobody here to disturb me.
Not exciting, innit? Well, what's it say?
Is she to marry a soldier boy, and will she be happy all her days? What can you see?
It's hard to tell. A dark black mass, the devil's all.
Oh, that'll be the Boer War overshadowing your life, Millie. That's what that'll be.
Not the war. More in the nature of black lead, I fancy.
Black lead?
Willfully, wantonly and carelessly distributed all over a previous employer's fireplace.
Well, I'll never. Go on.
All in good time, girl. All in good time.
What next, Belbush?
We've managed to evade him, yes. But you can hardly say we've got the better of him this time.
Not yet, I grant you. But if you want my opinion, that perambulating house on wheels offers definite possibilities. Come on. Come on.
Another pail full of plum-stones. You almost had the stump in Spellbush.
Almost being the operative word, Fistram. Be sure these eagle eyes of mine will always pick out trouble long before it engulfs us.
Eagle eyes.
Even I can't look everywhere at once, Fistram. I haven't got eyes in the top of my head.
Come on.
Really?
Well, what's the plan, Spellbush?
You'll see. Come on.
What's it?
Where are you, little ones? Show yourself to nice, kind Harwell. Confound and curse you, you cantankerous creatures! When I do catch you, I shall incarcerate you all in cardboard boxes.
Do you really know what you're doing, Spellbush?
My dear Fistrum, I am Spellbush Freelock. I was not seconded once to the Emperor's early Imperial Third Hussars for nothing. His Majesty complimented me personally on the arresting figure I cut at the annual Imperial Third Hussars Parade.
Well, if you don't get a move on, Spellbush, you'll be arrested again. Well, there's a policeman coming along. Hurry up.
That's got it. Just follow me.
Quick.
Go on. Right, in here. Don't push me.
Pushing.
Are you sure that's all it says?
Waste not, want not is the golden message inscribed on every line and wrinkle, with particular regard to black lead, donkey stone, carbolic soap and beeswax polish.
Ain't much of a fortune, that ain't, to write home about, I must say. You have yours done, cook.
It's Constable Cooper, for God love it.
Oh, he looks as if he's had a nasty fall.
That bumbling busybody Bobby blast his interference.
Oh, real rock, proper Pearler, you must have took a notice, eh?
Look at these awful, horrible faces staring out at me. I'm surprised that you pair associated with fortune tellers and such. And as for you, ma'am.
Leave this to me, Sarah. You get up on the caravan. Well, we'll be off now, Constable. Just like you said, there's a Romany horse fair happening today, just outside Tewkesbury. Bye-bye then.
What are you
Associate, ma'am, that not only is the parking of wheeled vehicles disallowed in this area, but the local magistrates don't care for fancy horseback circus riding either. I shall have to take him into custody.
He went that way, Constable.